Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick recap, catch up with you guys anyway, 'cause a lot of you have been looking at the blog now and saying, that was a while back, how you getting on. So I thought I'd better do this blog, just so you know how I'm getting on. Like you tell, I'm doing okay, um, but I thought this would be a good time to do a second blog because we have when you probably listened to me on the blog, I was doing okay. I had things kind of under control as much as you can. But yeah, just for people who are watching this first time and haven't got a clue, I suffer from PTSD, CPTSD, complex post traumatic stress disorder. And I'm still seeing my therapist twice a week, which is Albert Bagelli. I now know how to say his name right. And Kind Therapy Holistics. And we've been seeing each other now for therapy for best part of 7 months. And since the blog I did for you last time, it's on YouTube if you want to watch that one first. I would say watch that one first, but um, we had that blog going fine, going fine. Then about 4 weeks ago now, um, you get things called flashbacks with PTSD, which is basically where you'll have pictures and voices from the past. It could be something basic, could be something that happened that you didn't like, something that scared you, frightened you, just basically something that got you out of your comfort zone. Um, Best way to describe it, if you had a veteran with PTSD, he would see a gory scene from what he has seen back then. And I get that. And I've been getting them since day one of the PTSD. And again, my therapist was helping me with controlling them. How to control where I am when I'm getting them, and learning, teaching myself that a flashback can't hurt you, can't harm you, can't physically damage you. It's just a memory. And because of what I've been through, the memories had been buried from either things I did back then to bury it, or just the PTSD, which automatically your mind has got a safety blanket. So anything that it believes you can't handle, it'll just bury 6 feet under, and then kind of say to you, look, when I think you're able to handle this, I'll bring this back. But what it doesn't realise, it comes back and you don't want it to. Um, but you get things like that. You get voices of negative thoughts of what happened back then, of just general negative thoughts like you can't do this, you can't do that, you're this, you're that. And the last 3 weeks, they've been coming thick and fast to the point where I'm not gonna say where they were. I am still getting them now, thick and fast, and it come to a bit of a peak about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, where we started talking about it with my therapist, and couldn't have picked a better time for it, as my therapist then had to go. Well, he had to go. He decided to go on vacation for 2 weeks because he needs his own time. Every therapist has got to have some time to himself. He's got to be selfish, and I was very pleased to hear that he was going on breaks. He goddamn earned it. But we left the door open at a very shaky stage, which was neither, something we just got through the channel and we just hit that kind of stage when he was going on holiday. So I just thought, fine, two weeks off, no therapy, just keep yourself busy, crack on. Nah. The one thing I learned those 2 weeks, you cannot stop your mind from doing what it wants to do. All you can do is control how you handle it or how you allow it to affect you. I was doing it by keeping busy, having a few drinks here and there. Um, but also, I was doing all those things. Perfect example. One of the days I've had recently, my partner wasn't around, so I got up. I went up to our caravan, did some cleaning, spent a good 3 hours doing the cleaning of the caravan. Got back, still found I was quite hypo, quite active. Uh, not medically controlled or alcohol controlled, anything, just me personally feeling hypo. So I thought, bugger it, I'll get the lawn mowing done. And I thought, yeah, got the lawn mowing done. So I thought, right, okay, now you've done your day's job, chill out. Bang! Flashback City, you know, felt really tired, felt really just, and I thought, right, okay, well, I'm falling asleep. That's fine. I don't mind that. And I went into a flashback, and that flashback lasted the best part of 20, 25 minutes. Didn't think of anything of it. Just thought, oh yeah, I'm just tired. My brain's knackered. So I thought, yeah, okay, go to sleep. Then a couple of days later, it still carried on. The triggers were invisible. I didn't know what was triggering off these flashbacks. Was it a sound? Was it a voice? Was it something I was doing? Something that was around me that was triggering it, sight, sound, anything. No, it was just coming in when it wanted to. That's what I thought. To the point where I had one night where I had a whole night worth of a night terror, which meant I didn't sleep. And that got me to the point where I was scared to go to sleep. Hey. So I did the right thing, which back then I thought, if I just got this out, maybe it would help. So I did a video, like I'm doing to you now. I did a video through my therapist and just basically told him how I was feeling. And I just explained, I'm scared to go to sleep. The nightmares were everywhere. The flashbacks were everywhere. Felt like I was back at square one with everything because I couldn't control it. And I just got to my low ebb. That's what I call it. My lowest ebb, I'd hit a bump. So I got through the rest of the 2 weeks, relied on my friends a little bit, made it so that if I was tired, even if I didn't feel like I could just go to sleep, I would make sure I went to bed and did something. So that could have been anything from self-comforting to using music. As you can see even now, I've got my headset in because I'm about to go to bed and go to sleep. It could be anything. I found self-comforting, like I said before, I really doubled up on it though. So in the daytime, if I felt I was getting that point where I was having a flashback, I would just think, right, let's get over the flashback. Try and have those 2 minutes where you can just chill. And I made sure I did it. I didn't plan it or anything like that. I just thought, right, I'm feeling stressed. I'm going to have 5 minutes. And luckily, I've got a manager and a team around me at my job that understand that if she goes out and she needs a cigarette break, or she goes out and she's just putting her earplugs in, that they know, let her get on with it. Don't ask. There is still people I work with, yeah, okay, that are kind of like, is she okay? What's going on? But they don't ask about it. They just let me get on with it because they know I'm good at my job. I do what I need to do, and it's just something I'm dealing with, which is brilliant. But then obviously I got through it, relied on, again, going out and seeing friends once in a while, making sure that when I do go to bed, I'm tired or I'm relaxed. Because if you relax throughout the day, any kind of tension, I've learned, any kind of tension, hopefully it will continue. If you relax throughout the day, the flashbacks won't be so powerful and they won't drain you so much and you can get through the day. And that's something I've only literally learned the last couple of days. I'm still having to work out. But when I got back in touch with my therapist when we had our first meeting, I was nervous. I was really, really nervous because I explained to him in the video, I felt bad that we'd done all this thought therapy and all this work just for the fact of I can't go 3-4 days without this cracking off. And I didn't need to worry. I was daft worrying because the first thing I did was let him see the video, and at the end he smiled and I said, what are you smiling for? And he said, I half expected that. And I was like, really? You expected me? So he went, no. He said, the fact is we left the door open at a really tough part, and I didn't expect you to come back after the 2 weeks, feeling great, feeling fantastic, really chatty, blah, blah, blah. I expected it to impact you, but I think also that he thought that I would find ways to rely on other people, which I weren't doing, which was which is still one of my biggest problems. relying on people or opening up to other people other than my very small circle of friends that I can talk to. And he said, look, we went into details about other things, like what was coming out, what these flashbacks were about, what this stuff was about. And he basically just said, you have hit a real plateau. And what he said back then, which was about a week ago now, is a really hard lesson for me to learn, because I've been told by nearly everybody, even people who don't know about my condition, have said I'm too selfless for my own good. I'll help other people, not taking care of myself physically and mentally and all this lot. And it's true, I will. I will literally run around, around people like a dickhead. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even do it sometimes to help people. I do it to keep my mind busy and try and not deal with what I should be. And this is why I'm doing this blog, because yesterday I had a panic attack in a public place after quite a heavy, what I'd call a trailer flashback, which basically is like when you go to the movies, you see a trailer of a film you're about to watch or what the films are coming up. And that's what my flashback was. It was a trailer of a flashback I knew would have probably have come later in the day as a full motion picture, as it were. And middle of the shop, had a flashback, couldn't relax after it because I was in public, people were running around after me, this, that, the other. And I ended up at hospital. And, got it all sorted, I'm fine now. And I opened up to a friend and they advised me to speak to my therapist, which I don't like doing. If I'm not in therapy with him, I will not speak to him, because I always feel like, I don't want to keep him as a therapist 24/7. Keep it to those times that we allocate the appointments, which is the stupidest thing. I'm learning that today. That's what I've been told today, and I need to learn, is not to fear sharing when I'm feeling shitty or if I'm struggling. And I shared to this friend, she told me to share to Albert what had happened. And I did. I basically said, look, I'm doing this under duress. This has happened. And he basically come back and he said, thanks for updating me. Do you want to have an appointment? So we had the appointment earlier on today. And the first thing he notices, even with my glasses off, Christ, you can't actually see it, is I'm tired. People are starting to see that I'm tired. People that usually wouldn't say a word, they just say, yeah, Sarah's tired, she's just not had a good night's sleep. But then when I was talking to my therapist, I thought, well, you look over the last 5 days, how much sleep have I had? And the answer is not a lot. I'll have it where the flashbacks will come in during the day, or I'll get a trailer during the day, and I'll get too scared to go to sleep. Or I'll go to sleep, get myself drowsy enough to sleep, and the night terror will come in. And that's pretty hard, because you've got the anxiety and the fear of, oh shit, I've had a trailer, here we go, night time, no chance to sleep. But that's my biggest problem. I need to get to a point where if I am having a trailer, then make sure after that trailer I chill out as much as possible. Yes, I could have days where I'll have a normal flashback, which is just a few seconds, a few moments. But if it's a trailer, which can sometimes last 5-10 minutes, that's when the fear usually comes in. Right, that's the trailer, the movie's coming. And that could happen either when I'm chilled out at home from work, or like now, bedtime. So what I need to learn is something that Albert taught me today, is get your plan for bed. If you do get a trailer, then chill out for the rest of the day. Even if it means going home, or just literally just sending myself to bed. But make sure I'm relaxed. And also, one thing I haven't been doing, and obviously I will say one thing: Albert's not a doctor, but um, he's got experience with certain medications, and there's a certain medication that I've been given that I've had a fear of taking for a while, and it basically conks you out. It doesn't, it's not a sedative or anything like that. It's just gives you that nice drowsy feeling. And he said, well, look, you need some goddamn sleep because that's why you're so tired. That's why you feel weak. And that's why these flashbacks and traumas and triggers and flashbacks and voices are coming and you don't know when they are because you're so damn tired. You can't fight them. So you're in a bad circle where you can't sleep and then you're not sleeping and the days are worse, and it's a circle. So what I've basically said now is tonight I'm going to try this medication. It's now best part of 10 o'clock, so I'm going to try this medication, see what happens, and go from there. I've got water to take it with. So yeah, I just wanted to say to you guys, anybody, this blog probably won't go up for a while because I'm going to build it up almost like a diary. So you'll get this one on today's date. So today's date at the minute is, what is it? It's the 9th, no, the 8th, sorry, going into the 9th of September. Again, anybody who watches these blogs and videos, thank you very much. Just share it as much as you can because I do want to get this kind of stuff out, that you're not alone. I don't mind sharing what I'm going through. And yeah, hopefully it'll give other people the strength to, again, look at what's going on with them and think, wow, she's going through something similar to me. Maybe I should look at this. And yeah, again, if you do feel like there's something going on, talk to your GP. Always go to your GP first. But if you've already been to your GP and you think, no, he's not helping, then feel free to contact my therapist. He's amazing. Like I said, he's one of these ones where he's trying to teach me how to grow up, basically. Like everybody knows before, I've got Peter Pan syndrome. I've not grown up. So I get paranoid about, oh God, if I message him, is he going to think I'm a bit of a drama queen and all this lot? But no, I learnt that last night. He's always said, anything goes on like that, please let him know. And that was a nice bit of a slap on the wrist, kind of, stop being so hard on yourself. So yeah, if you're like that and you're thinking, maybe some of this stuff I need to go. His name's Albert Pregeli, for Kind Therapy Holistics. Yeah, he's fantastic. Just Google him. He's all over Google. He's on Facebook. Even if it's not PTSD related, even if you think it's anything like depression, PTSD, fibromyalgia, I am famously known for raising awareness of is hidden mental health conditions or invisible health conditions even. Anything like that, don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you want to. I'll put a thing on the link on this when I do post it so you can get in touch. I don't have any problems with you asking about what's going on now because I think the more I can share, the more people will get the guts to do themselves and find help. But please, anybody that's feeling low or you're struggling, don't hesitate to say hello to your doctor, say hello to a therapist, or even say hello to a friend that you haven't spoken to for ages, because the people you think might not understand or you worry about how they're going to react might be that one person that really does understand. So just reach out. And I don't mind if you start with me or start with Albert or start with your GP, just do something about it. Anyway, time for me to try this medication and see if it works and get some sleep. Obviously one night's sleep ain't going to fix it, but I'm also seeing my therapist in the morning for another, I'm seeing my therapist for therapy. The one we had today was almost like an emergency video call, which again is what's so crazy about this guy. He's so selfless to the point where I was worried, thinking, shit, it's certain time at night and he's going to offer me a video call, but he did it, and I'm really glad I did reach out and we were able to talk. So yeah, I'm going to love and leave you. Love and light. Namaste. Blessed be.